Hello everyone, welcome to our official YouTube channel of Hasmukh Goswami College of Engineering. I, Professor Srinath Karli from Civil Engineering Department. Today going to cover the topic roof and roof coverings from the subject building construction. So as we are going to discuss the roof designs and some of the good roof architectures, moving forward, roof is the top covering of an building or industrial building. We can also have so many types of roof. The roofs greatly affects the overall appearance of a home. There are many standard style from which to choose. Choose a style that complements the basic design of the house being planned. So there are so many types of roofs we are going to cover in this PPT. The roof design and roof materials have a significant impact on the finished appearance of the residence. You can see this one kind of a complex type of roofs, and in this there are two or three designs are actually incurred in this house. Second, we are going to discuss the types of roof. First of all, the gable roof. It is a very popular type of roof, is used to build sheds, water wells, provides for ventilations and can be applied to most house designs, etc. So we can see the gable roof example. This is a most common type of roof we can observe. Second is hip roof. It is significant in to provide, it is difficult to build an gable roof, but it is significant and more popular choice than the gable roof, but does not provide ventilation as well as in some designs. Hip roof, we can see the example of an hip roof, or and of course if we are providing an hip roof we can provide the ventilation window. Apart from that, third one is a flat roof. Most of the houses are having a flat roof and it's most economical because the slab itself can be said as a flat roof, and we have to build an parapet wall outside the flat roof, and itself it is called an flat roof as well as slab, but it adds little to the design of most houses. It requires a built up or membrane roof covering. This can be an example of a flat roof. Next we are moving to shed roof. Shed roof is similar to the flat roof, but it has a more pitch and it has a more slope. It is frequently used for additions or with other roof styles. Shed roof gives a wonderful appearance of the house, and also you can use the shed roof for solar panels, for installing solar power energy also. This can be the example of a shed roof. Mansard roof. The mansard roof is a French design and is more difficult to construct than the hip or gable roof. Mansard roof is actually provided where there is a more snow area and cold regions, so that the snow can easily pass through the and it can go through the roof. This is an example of a mansard roof. So when there is a very snowfall area, the snow can easily gets into the ground, and it can easily fall into the ground. Dutch hip roof. Dutch hip roof is basically a hip roof but in the small gable it is either end provided a small gable at the end. The gables are used actually for the ventilation purpose. In hip roof we were not having the ventilation, but this is an upgraded one. The Dutch hip roof is having an ventilation window that is called a small gable at both the ends. You can see this example, and here they have provided the ventilation. Next is gambrel roof. It sometimes is called an barn roof, where we are having a most industrial sheds, industrial buildings, and it is used extensively for some big warehouses. There we are providing this kind of roof, gambrel roof. It also gives the additional headroom in the attic in the room. Is beautiful example of an barn roof. Yes, butterfly roof. Next one is, it's not extensively used, and it is actually used for the aesthetic appearance of any building, but it also provides, it has a drawbacks and it has a pros and cons. It also provides the light and ventilation. but drainage is a very big problem. Butterfly roof, we can see this kind of an house as said as in butterfly roof. Next one is winged gable. Winged gable is an essentially a gable roof provided the extension of an peak or extension of an wing. The wing is extended here and it is said to be as an winged gable. We can see this example, winged gable roof. A-frame roof, this provides a roof and a wall for the structure. It's popular for cottages, homes, churches and other structures. We can see this example, A-frame roof. In this, why this is popular? Because this is sometimes it is built from the ground level to the upper level, and in this portion it is very easy to construct this kind of an A-frame roof. Next one is folded plate roof. The folded plate has a limited use in a single family homes. Prefabricated roofs units are available. You can see this example, and of course this type of an roof is mostly used in industrial and industrial buildings. Curved panel roof. Curved panel is also used extensively in industrial roofs. These are having a folded plate, and its style and application can be used for the wind purpose. It is available in free fabricated modules. Okay, yes, it can be said as an example of an curved panel roof. Next one is a mixed roof styles. So here we can observe the hip gable roof also, simple gable roof, and hip they are provided for the ventilation purpose. So this kind of a mixed roof styles is used in the houses for mainly light and for the ventilation purpose. Next one is an same example of a mixed roof type styles. This is a good example of a swimming pool roof. We can provide a very good slab, and in that slab we can provide a swimming pool above that with the glass provided, which is an watershed glass, and this is also a very aesthetic example of any house, a swimming pool roof. Frame roof construction. So next we are moving for the roof construction, and what are the designs are applicable in the roof construction. Of course that swimming pool requires a lot more design, and it requires a very good cantilever slab. I wish that everyone house should be like that. And roof framing design to support the roof covering materials. For that we also require to plan a cantilever roof and also a very good cantilever roof slab also, right, and waterproofing materials with that. Framing is also should be very strong and rigid. Roof framing consists of several distinct structural materials elements. Rafters. Rafter is a structural element of the roof that supports the sheeting. Common rafters are perpendicular to the wall plate and extend from the ridge. Rafters are shown on a roof framing plan. These are the example of an rafter, principal rafters. Roof framing plan with structural members are identified as the middle line is called an ridge board. The common rafters are shown as upper side, cripple jack rafter, and hip, valley jack rafter, and its sideways here provided as an gable. Rafters are cut to the proper lengths by locating the ridge, seat, plumb and tail cuts. The slope of the roof and the clear span of the building determine the layout of this cuts. We must know these terms rise, run and clear span. We can go through this next slide. Common rafter. It is having a plumb cut both at the end portion and at the middle portion, and at the bottom portion it is known as a tail cut, and again in plumb cut in the bottom portion it is known as seat cut. The angle which is called to fit the rafters is into the ridges are called the seat cuts. The common rafters with the cuts are labeled as follows. Roof terms. So we can see easily here the clear span of having some 24 units for it is an example, and half of that clear span is called a run, and the above vertical portion is called a rise. So rise is actually proportionate to the clear span, and it is having a slope triangle, shows the roof slope, and pitch also rise upon run 5 upon 12 slope, and we can have a pitch rise upon span. Illustration of this roof rise and span. Now we are moving towards the roof slope. Roof slope is a slant of the roof showing on a drawing a slope ratio diagram. The ratio between the rise and run of the roof, the run is always expressed as 12 units. One run is expressed as 12 units. Roof pitches. Several roof pitches are used for the residential construction and residential slopes. For examples, ventilation gable style. So these are the roof pitches, and different angles are used, and different slope runs are used for this different ventilation purpose, and also for the various different styles, also roof styles. This is roof ventilation methods, which are combination of an ventilation gable style and roof pitches. It's a combination of roof pitches. So first one is in gable vent. It is used for the ventilation, and it is having a different pitch. Eaves vent, again it is having different pitch. The pitch is so wide range pitch. Roof vent is for the ventilation purpose. Cupola vent and ridge vent. Next we are moving towards the term flashing. It is used to repel water from areas of potential leakage, where the roof is in top covering. So top covering is almost exposed to the rain, sun and other climatic conditions. So there is a chance of the leakage from the snow, from rain also, rainy season. So flashing is very important, and it should having a proper materials to repel the water, and it should be provided downwards to the ground, and it should be moved water or snow downwards to the ground. Flashing may be metal or 90 pounds roll roofing. Proper flashing must be installed. We can see this chimney flashing. So this dark portion is a single flashing. Minimum height is 4 inch. Flashing around the chimney is composed of single flashing and counter flashing. You can see this thing. This is a real example of an flashing in which water can repel easily, and it does not provide any leakage source for the water to enter into the roof. Valley flashing, again same case, it should not be less than 12 inch depending upon the roof. Drip edge flashing, it prevents water from entering behind the shingles and protects the fascia and rack boards. So drip edge flashing is provided on the edge of the roof, and underneath it's provided the sheeting, and it's supported by the fascia, and again fascia is supported by the soffit. Soffit is actually a bottom ground. Gutters and downspout. Gutters collect water from the roof and direct it to the downspouts. I will show you the example of an downspouts. Gutters prevent water from running directly off the eaves and splattering the house. They are sloped up about 1 inch per 20. Several styles are available in copper, vinyl, aluminium and galvanized steel gutters. You can see this example as in gutter. I will show the downspouts. So gutters provide the waterway, and waterway is directly transferred to the ground with the help of an downspouts. This piping is actually, we can say, as a downspouts. So it is attached to the gutter. So we can have a example of an designs and various other sizes of gutter designs. Likewise, first one is a square, second one is beveled, third one is ogee design. Ogee design is very complicated design, and it provides a very good advantages to the roof. Half round, it's commonly used design for the gutters and extensively used in residential buildings in roof designs. So you can see this augie style gutter. So augie style gutter is provided in this roof gable, hip gable roof, and we can install here half round, beveled also, and squared. So in some of the designs we use augie designs and sizes. So this square, beveled and half round gutter designs are used for the downpour of the water from the roof to the ground surface, and it is included, it is fitted with the downspouts. Gutters are very good and important component of the roof, and it should be provided for the water and snow to pass into the ground level. So hereby I conclude my lecture. Hope you enjoyed it. So thank you very much all of you, and if you like this video and like this presentation, please like and subscribe this video. Thank you very much.